I wanted to chat today about Feng Shui and the new year. So it's 2019, and we actually got a question from someone in the Feng Shui group. So I'm just going to pull it up. And although it may not seem relevant, it is. So hang on one second. Let me grab a few things. Okay. So Thomas Cole on our Facebook group called Your Feng Shui Journey, and that's a private Facebook group. He asked, hi everyone, I have a blank white bedroom wall in my new beginnings area. Do you have any suggestions for any art or pictures that I could hang? And let's see, hold on, let me just go back to it. So that's a wonderful question, because the new beginnings area, if you're not familiar with the new beginnings area, is also it's related to the beginning of new things, right? And it's related to family, it's related to the start of something, and it's that energy of spring. And I know it's winter, but actually the energy of spring is already starting to emerge. So it's actually quite a relevant question, and I thought it would be a great way to talk about the new year. So this gentleman has a blank wall in his bedroom. So in Feng Shui, the bedroom represents you. It represents, it's the closest to you, so it represents who you are. So for instance, a lot of times people get very confused on how to lay the Bagua mat, so I recommend that they lay it on their bedroom only first. And that will affect you very deeply, because you're in that space a lot. It's closest to you, and it also, you spend a lot of passive time in your bedroom, so the energies in your bedroom affect you more because you're more susceptible to those energies and to the qi. So again, like, a bedroom is a good representation of you, and it's always a wonderful place to start, and it's also more private. So in Feng Shui, this is a great metaphor for you. So in the new year, so new beginnings again relates to the new year, or new beginnings. So I think that's a great place to start. And then he talks about having a blank white bedroom wall. So that's also like a nice metaphor for 2019, right? For the new year, because it's like we're starting new. It's arbitrary-ish. I mean, it has to do with the calendar and the movement of the planets, but it's also a way for, in our culture, it's a way that we stop and we slow down, because we've had the holidays. And for me, I don't know about any of you, but I really slow down during the holidays. My work slows down, so people don't call as much, and I don't have as much work, so there's a lot more downtime. So it's kind of like a good pausing point, and it so then the new year, like January 1st, like today, is a great time to kind of look at your life as a blank slate in your personal life, for you to really start something new. So, so Thomas continues to ask, do you have any suggestions for art or pictures that I could hang? So I'm not going to exactly give you the answer, because art is also very personal, and really, like, this is a very general question, and people ask things like this all the time, because it's very easy to think that Feng Shui is something that's very solid and solidified, and it's like A plus B equals C. And that's really not how life works, as we all know. So what I'm going to give you is kind of a toolbox to work with. So the first thing I would ask Thomas and each of you is, what is it that you want to manifest in 2019? And if you take just a few minutes today, or whatever day you're listening to this, and just tune into yourself, calm down, take 5 minutes. You know, 5 minutes doesn't take a lot of time, actually. So take 5 minutes and really check in with yourself. And what is it that you want to manifest? And it might even just be a word that arises from your heart. And just focus on one thing for now. And whatever it is, and you can do it right now too, what is that word that arises for you? And if you're having trouble, you can also look at the Bagua map. And here's an example of the Bagua map. And in the Bagua map, there's all these different areas that have different, they're called guas, and they have different words associated with them and represent different areas of your life. So even though we're talking about one of the guas, which is the New Beginnings gua, we can actually use New Beginnings gua to kind of activate and manifest something, one of the other guas, or help to support the beginnings of whatever you want to manifest that relates to one of the other guas. So I'm just going to read through all the different guas for you. There's New Beginnings, which we've been talking about, which is related to family, which is related to a really healing, bright energy. So that's one thing that you can work on. Another is abundance and wealth, which also relates to self-worth. The next one is health, like maybe you want to work on your health this year. Maybe you want to be more focused, you want to be more centered, or maybe you want to work on your boundaries. The next area is benefactors, which is related to helpful people, and people who support you can also be related to travel, if you want to go travel places, or explore the world, or open your eyes to new things. The next area is completion, which is related to completing things or your children. And if you don't have any children, it can relate to any kind of creative offspring or anything that you put out in the world, like your business or other descendants. Like, I don't have any children, but it could be my nieces and nephews, or it could be my dogs. Next, we'll move on to knowledge, which is about self-cultivation and your skillfulness in the world. So that's maybe something you want to work on, like maybe spirituality or learning more about meditation or Dharma. There's the fame area, which is related to recognition. Do you want to be more recognized in the world? Do you want to also inspire and ignite the passion that you have for whatever you do, whatever endeavor you take? Maybe you've been feeling stuck. Maybe you need to create some movement. The next area is your career, which is how you move through life, and that's also related to your ancestors. So there may be something there. And then the last area is relationships and partnerships and your mother and marriage. So these are all different areas you can work on. So Thomas, or anyone out there who's listening, I'd recommend you look at, like, what is it that you would like to work on? Like, I can't just give you an answer like this is the best thing to put in. Well, actually, I could give you that answer, but that's really not what we're doing here. We're hoping to give you a way to tap into your own inner wisdom. And that's when you really become more effective and see transformations in your life. And it's not like, I don't want to give you an A plus B equals C, which there is a paradox of, yes, that is true, but then there's also an opening for when you know the basics and when you understand things, that you can start to really work with that energy. So what I'm challenging each of you to do is, instead of just saying, oh, I'm going to put something green or New Beginnings or family related in the New Beginnings area of my bedroom, why can't you look at what it is you want to work on? So what is it that you want to work on in 2019? What do you want to manifest? So I gave you all those gua areas. And then what you could do is put something in the New Beginnings area of your bedroom, or in in your mind, whatever it is that you know, the blank slate that we've created for 2019. So that would inform you on what kind of art, what kind of pictures, or even what kind of paint color to paint the wall, or what kind of like accents to bring in, or even what do you want to wear, like what color underwear you want to wear, what kind of new necklace you want to get. So you can really tap into what it is that you want to work on. So that's what I meant, that this question's not so easy to answer, because I don't want to just give you an equation and something very solid, but I want you to really do something that will support you and help to create and reset and transform, manifest for the new year. So that said, I'll go through those guas again really quickly and give some suggestions just off the top of my head, but in no way are these like rigid recommendations for the area, but in terms of art or pictures or what you can do on your blank slate in your bedroom. So we'll start again at new beginnings. So if you do really want to inspire new beginnings, or if you want to inspire like creating new projects, or if you have trouble getting things done, or you want to really create more harmony in your family, you could have a green plant on this wall. You can have the image of a green plant. You can also use any artwork that has the colors of green or teal, like bright blue, which are, those colors are related to the New Beginnings area, and that would work in the New Beginnings area as well. So if you want to inspire new energy, like if you've been feeling really stagnant, that would be a great thing to do in your New Beginnings area of your bedroom. So wealth and abundance is the next one. So purple is a color that's related to wealth and abundance. So you could put something purple in that area. You could put something that represents wealth and abundance to you. It could mean, it could also be something that supports the element of wood, which is the New Beginnings area and the abundance area. So maybe you would put a water element there in your bedroom if it doesn't keep you up. Or something that's black, because black is the color of water. So that's something you can do, and then for your art on the blank wall if you want to work on your wealth and abundance. Health. So Rosemary on Facebook Live said that she wants to work on health this year. And so what you can do with health is you could have a piece of art that's square shaped, actually, which is related to earth, and it's very stable. You can also have something that is an earthy color, or an image of something that's very stable and earth related, or like even like a big a statue or something of weight. Or you can find like a nice rock if you go take a walk out in nature. If you want to have more helpful people and supportive people and benefactors in your in this upcoming year, or if you want to have more traveling, which I don't want more traveling because I travel a lot. So if you want to, but I can always use more helpful people. I think that's the hardest thing for a lot of women, especially, is that we're kind of taught to and conditioned to take everything on to ourselves, and it's hard to ask for help, and sometimes it seems easier to do it ourselves, but it's nice to even ask for help. And actually there's generosity that's created there. If you ask for someone's help, then you allow them the opportunity to be generous for you, and that's a way to cultivate generosity, actually. So you're being generous to them, allowing them to be generous to you. So it's kind of this wonderful thing. So anyway, helpful people. So the color gray is related to helpful people, and so you could simply paint your wall gray, that wall gray, or you can have something that's metal related or earth related, because earth creates metal in that area, images that represent these elements. But it's always better to kind of use a color. Actually, it's more effective. Or you could even put a wind chime in this area to attract more helpful people to you, so that they know that you're there. Or you could even go and ring a bell in the New Beginnings area with the idea that you want to bring in more helpful people and you want to inspire that. Okay, next is completion, or children, or any kind of descendants, or any kind of offspring that you have. So if you want to really work on, like, say you want to start your relationship with your children, you can do something in the New Beginnings area, and that's actually related to, it's directly across from the New Beginnings area, so they're very intimately related, family and children, right? And it's also New Beginnings and completions. So you could put something, metal that represents your children, or maybe like a picture of your children. Actually, a picture of your children's not so great in the bedroom, but picture of maybe like some art that your children have done, in a metal frame in the New Beginnings area. So that could be an example. Let's see, relationship. Oh, sorry, that's not next. Next is knowledge and self-cultivation, and that is related to also the color dark blue, but also the image of the mountain. So if you want to create new beginnings and inspire some growth and self-cultivation and working on yourself alone, like you can imagine a monk is climbing up this mountain, or you're climbing up this mountain on your own, you're climbing Mount Everest or something, you're just really taking the time to focus on yourself and work on yourself and doing it by yourself and ready to like climb the mountain and sit on top of that mountain by yourself. You could even put an image of a mountain or paint an image of a mountain with a beautiful, like with a beautiful background, like a graduated background in the New Beginnings area of your bedroom, with the intention that you want to manifest and inspire self-cultivation and more self-knowledge in 2018. Next is the fire, recognition, and fame areas. So if you want to work on having more recognition, like maybe at work you're not being recognized for all the good things that you're doing, or you started a business but no one knows who you are and you're not getting any clients, or you just like want to inspire more passion. This is the fire area, and by putting something fiery well, actually, I wouldn't put anything fiery just quite yet in New Beginnings, but I would maybe challenge you to look at what you want to create and what you want to manifest. Like, do you want to see that promotion? Write it down, and you can put it in the New Beginnings area of your bedroom, or you can get an image, an art image of something that represents what it is you want to be more recognized for, and again, put it in the New Beginnings area of your bedroom on that blank wall to kind of kickstart and bring energy to that endeavor. Next is your career and your path in life. So my partner Laura has a great program about vision boarding your life with Feng Shui. So the New Beginnings area could, if you have a vision board, that is related to your career or things that you want to achieve in your life, you can put that in your New Beginnings area, or put an image of what it is you want to achieve in your life. And then the last area is relationships and partnerships, and that area is pink. So if you want to inspire finally meeting that person, that your soulmate, or a vision board would be a great thing for this too. You can create a vision board that that visualizes, or that has images and words related to the partner that you want to meet. That would be a great thing to put in your New Beginnings area, or you can use color pink, or you could also have like images of couples and or things in pairs on that wall. So that's it. Sorry, it was a little bit long today, but hopefully that was helpful, and hopefully we've inspired all of you to think about a word for 2019 that you want to manifest, and give you some Feng Shui tools to help manifest them. And Thomas, thank you so much for your question. It was a great springboard for our talk today. And a couple other things. So Laura and I created at the Mindful Design School, we created a New Year's Feng Shui and Reset package, and this is good for through the end of February, because we also have Chinese New Year coming up. So we're really excited to introduce some new programs, small courses we'll have, because Chinese New Year is really a wonderful celebration and a great time, and it's kind of an extension of the new year. And so we have these this course available now, and be sure to check out our website for new courses that will be coming up before Chinese New Year. We're going to do a Golden Cicada class and Welcoming the Wealth Gods, and that'll be a live class where we're going to walk you through the whole ritual and also transmit the ritual to you. It's a BTB secret ritual, 2 of them, which are called Golden Cicada and Welcoming the Wealth Gods. And also, we are hosting a giveaway on the Mindful Design Facebook page every week until Chinese New Year. So this week, we're giving away a copy of my book, Holistic Spaces, 108 Ways to Create Holistic Space, 108 Ways to Create Mindful and Peaceful Homes. And also you'll receive a copy of this Bagua card. And you will also receive a free enrollment into the New Year's Reset and Manifest package. So I think that's everything. Thank you so much for joining me, and Happy New Year to everyone. We really look forward to everything that 2019 has to offer.